what can I do or think about specifically right now that would help me create and manifest my desires most quickly and easily?
I've already created them, and they don't need to come fast. And if I will chill out, they will come easily. You see, there are some things in your question that we would like to massage. We don't want you to ask for things to be quick and easy because they're hard and slow. And almost everybody who says, how can I get it quicker and easier, is saying it because it's going hard and slow. And so we want to start by saying, accept that what we've been talking about here today, that everything you want is there, and that it is easy if you will let yourself go with the flow, and that it is only hard when you don't. So the answer to your question is, just try to find better feeling thoughts which cause you to turn, and when you do, it will feel better, it will be easier, and it will be as quick as it can be. The only thing that keeps it from being quick is turning back this way, turning back this way, turning back this way, because the stream's flowing, and the stream's flowing fast. And another thing that is really worth noting is, the harder it has been for me, or has felt like it has been for me, the faster my stream is going. And so the faster the stream means the quicker results, yes? So I got a fast-moving stream that are full of the results that I'm looking for, and the only thing that's slowing it down is me pointed upstream. So the answer to my question has to be obvious. I just have to stop pointing upstream. And how do I know when I'm doing that? It feels less good than when I'm not. Relief factor, relief factor, relief factor. So stop looking for all the way results and just look for turning point results, and then it gets easier and easier and easier and easier. Since we've been using this stream analogy, those who have been hearing it have been catching themselves earlier in the upstream dialogue. Jerry and Esther will be driving. Esther is driving, Jerry is riding somewhere, always it seems. And several times since we've begun this, Esther will start to say something, and then Jerry will say, did you start to say something? And Esther will say, yes, but I changed my mind because it was upstream. She'll say, can you hear me? And he'll say, yes. And she'll say, you know, and then nothing more will come. And he'll say, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. And Esther will say, I changed my mind, it was upstream. She's catching herself in the earlier stages. And as she no longer says the upstream stuff, in a while she'll no longer think the upstream stuff, you see. That's how it gets quick and easy. But never done. Never, ever done. So if you're looking for done, it'll never be easy, because it can't get done. Want to talk about something specific?
Yes. What is the effect of marijuana on your ability to connect to intuition and instinct, or even higher self? Same thing.
Anything that diffuses your focus has the potential of making you more allowing. So it could affect you vibrationally in the sense that if it mellows you out and causes you to stop beating up on yourself and others, it could cause a turning in the stream effect. But the same diffusion of focus, and it depends on how you feel about it. In other words, if it makes you feel uncomfortable because it's illegal, then it causes you to go upstream. If it makes you feel guarded because it's hard to get or could potentially cause you trouble, in other words, you have to know by the way you feel. We teach meditation as the same turning in the stream, but many marijuana users are not in agreement that it's as much fun. Which brings us to another point. We've never seen anyone achieve enlightenment through marijuana.
Yeah.
Because the same diffusion of focus that causes them to offer less resistance also keeps them from being able to focus as powerfully in the direction of what they do want. It's a sort of watering down of experience. It's sort of like we encourage, meditation is a really good bridge to, let's say you've been beating the drum of something, and it's something that you don't want, that makes you feel negative, and you think, well, I should think a more positive thought about that. But there are no positive thoughts about that active anywhere within you, because you've been beating that negative drum for so long that it's like you're setting your radio dial on 106 and trying to hear what's being broadcast on 98. The frequencies are so far apart. So it's easier to quiet your mind than it is to find a pure positive thought about the same subject. Just like it is easier to utilize marijuana or some substance to cause you to diffuse your negative focus. But the disadvantage of both the marijuana and the meditation is that once you come out of it, it's logical that you're going to pick up the drum and start beating it right where it was. And that's why we are encouraging a deliberate choice by choice turning in the stream, because that way you affect lasting choices. If 100 times today you deliberately choose something that feels better, you have affected your vibrational point of attraction. You just have. So the people, the experiences, and even the thoughts that you now have access to by law of attraction have shifted. Where it's like when you go to sleep at night, let's say you're worried, so you're negatively attracting, you go to sleep. While you slumber, you stop your negative attraction because you withdraw your focus. But when you wake up, very good odds that you're going to pick up right where you left off, because while you slumbered, you weren't doing anything about improving your... So that's why we would say 10 or 15 minutes of deliberately focusing in the direction of what feels good is far more effective than sleeping or meditating or using some drug that just takes you out of the game, so to speak, temporarily. It gives you relief, it just doesn't affect your vibration. That's the answer. And relief is worth something.
Wow. Thank you. Is there anything that you wanted to share with me?
Your vibrational escrow is full of all of the things that you've wanted, and much of it, if you were to see it today, you wouldn't even be able to identify it as yours, because it is a combination of so many things that you've been asking for incrementally. In other words, Source knows even more clearly and powerfully what you've been asking for than you could sit and articulate right now. We've seen it, and it is magnificent. So our encouragement to you, this is coming specifically from your inner being, who is infinitely aware of everything that you're asking for. Be easy about it. Be easier on yourself. Don't let others who don't know what they're talking about, and they don't, in relationship to what you should be doing, don't let them be the last word or the middle word or the beginning word or any word. Disregard the peanut gallery and give your undivided attention to your awareness of where you are in relationship to what you're being called toward. Understand that you're not being called toward something that is separate from you. There's not something that you're supposed to do. Every bit of it you have put there. You're on track, you're on schedule, nothing's gone wrong, everything's all right. It's time for you to start enjoying your journey.
Thank you. Thank you very much.